The Chicago morning was crisp, the wind carrying the faint scent of Lake Michigan through my open window. I, Alara Sterling, 62, sat at my modest kitchen table in my 800-square-foot Rogers Park apartment, sipping black coffee from a chipped mug. The faded linoleum floor and thrift store furniture told a story of simplicity, one I'd crafted for 35 years while raising my son, Marcus, alone. My husband, James, died in 1990, leaving me a single mother at 27. That Tuesday, October 7th, 2025, as I scrolled through my old phone, a call from Marcus, now 35, broke the silence. His voice was tense, like when he was 10 and broke my vase. "Mom, Simone's parents are visiting from London. They want to meet you. Dinner's Saturday at the Capitol Grill downtown. Please come." His tone wasn't warm. It was a plea not to embarrass him. "Do they know about me?" I asked. A pause. "I told them you work in an office, live simply, don't have much." Simple. The words stung. For 35 years, I'd let Marcus believe I was just an ordinary secretary, not the regional director of a multinational corporation earning $40,000 a month. I never told him about my 20-year career, signing million-dollar contracts, managing 10,000 employees across 5 countries. Why? I grew up in a small Indiana town where dignity was quiet, not flaunted. I lived modestly, same apartment, worn handbag, discount clothes, saving and investing every dollar. My wealth, over $12 million, was my secret, my power. Marcus's words confirmed my suspicions about Simone's parents, Veronica and Franklin Parker. I'd met Simone, his wife of 2 years, a polished marketing executive. Her parents, wealthy real estate investors, oozed entitlement in photos. I decided to test them. "Okay, Marcus, I'll be there," I said, hanging up. I'd attend as the broke, naive mother they expected, wearing my worst outfit, to see how they treat someone with nothing. I wanted their true colors, suspecting they valued people by bank accounts. My instinct, honed by years among corporate sharks, was rarely wrong. Saturday arrived. I chose a faded grey dress from a thrift store, scuffed flats, and a worn canvas tote. My grey hair was in a messy bun. No makeup, no jewelry. In the mirror, I looked broken, forgettable, perfect. I took a cab to the Capitol Grill, a sleek restaurant with chandeliers and $100 steaks. Stepping out, I felt anticipation and dread. Would they be kind, or would they judge me as I feared? Inside, Marcus stood by a window table, nervous in a tailored suit. Simone, in a cream dress with gold accents, looked tense. Veronica, in a sequined emerald gown, and Franklin, in a grey suit with a $10,000 watch, sat like royalty. Their eyes scanned me as I approached. Veronica's cold, Franklin's dismissive. "Mom," Marcus said, swallowing hard, eyeing my outfit. "You came." "Of course, son," I replied timidly, playing the part. Simone's kiss was cold, her introduction apologetic. "This is Marcus's mother." Veronica's handshake was weak, her smile forced. A pleasure. Franklin's was no better. Charmed. I sat at the table's end, the outcast. No one helped with my chair. The waiter handed out leather-bound menus in French. I pretended confusion. Need help? Veronica asked, her smile patronizing. Yes, please, I said softly. Something simple, she told the waiter. Nothing too costly. The air grew heavy. Marcus looked away. Simone fidgeted. I observed. Veronica spoke of their $1,200 a night hotel, their rented Bentley, their shopping sprees. Just a few thousand, she said, eyeing me for a reaction. I nodded. How nice, she pressed. What do you do, Alara? Office work, I mumbled. Paperwork, simple things. She exchanged a look with Franklin. Honest work, she said, dripping condescension. All jobs are dignified. I nodded, my rage simmering beneath a timid smile, ready to see how far they go. Dinner unfolded like a slow-motion trap. Veronica's voice, sharp with superiority, dominated. This steak is $85, she said, cutting it precisely. Quality costs. I nodded, eating my simple $20 salad. She asked, do you live alone, Alara? Must be hard at your age with such a modest salary. Her pity was a blade. I manage, I said, voice small. I save where I can. Veronica sighed. So brave. Struggling alone. We gave Simone the best. Private schools, world travel, a $40,000 house down payment, a $15,000 honeymoon. She paused, eyeing me. Did you help Marcus when they married? A small gift, I said. Every detail counts, she replied, her smile venomous. Marcus clenched his fists. Simone stared at her plate. Veronica's next words were deliberate. Marcus is at a new stage. He needs stability, not burdens. Burdens. She meant me. We could offer a small allowance, say $600 a month, to ease his worry. In return, respect their space. Don't pressure them. A bribe to vanish. Marcus snapped. Mom, that's enough. Veronica raised a hand. We're helping, Marcus. I stayed silent, letting her dig deeper, my rage cold and controlled. Franklin backed her. We just want what's best for Simone. I nodded, playing naive, but every word fueled my plan. Veronica sipped $200 wine, boasting of European vineyards. Do you drink wine, Alara? Only cheap ones, I said. Not everyone has a trained palate. She smirked. It comes with travel, education. Franklin added, Simone inherited our taste. I shrugged. I cook, watch TV, simple things. Their exchanged glance screamed judgment. Simple has charm, Veronica said, but one aspires to more. No? I nodded. Not everyone has those opportunities. Dessert arrived. $35 gold-flecked cake for Veronica. $10 pie for me. She leaned in. Alara, we love Marcus, but he needs stability. You understand, I repeated softly. Stability? Yes, she said. Financial, emotional. We'll help, but he can't be tied to obligations. Obligations. Me. My heart pounded, but I kept my timid mask. storing every insult for the moment I'd reveal my truth. Their arrogance was building my case, and I was ready to shatter their world. The table was a battlefield, Veronica and Franklin wielding wealth like weapons. I let them talk, their words piling up like evidence. "We've worked hard," Veronica said. "Properties in 3 countries, Franklin's businesses." She looked at me, expecting awe. I nodded. "That's lovely." Her smile tightened. "And you, Alara, no big achievements." I mumbled, "Just my job." She sighed. "Admirable, doing what you can." Marcus's jaw tightened. Simone's eyes stayed down. I waited, my moment nearing. Veronica's tone turned maternal. "False. Alara, we admire your struggle, but Marcus needs freedom from worry." She offered $600 to live comfortably if I'd step back. Marcus exploded. "Stop it." I raised a hand, voice firm for the first time. "No, Marcus, let her finish." Veronica blinked, startled. "How much is this allowance?" I asked. "Maybe $700,000, she said, "to disappear from my son's life." Her face paled. "Not like that." "It's exactly like that," I said, dropping the timid act. My voice was steel. "You've measured my worth all night. $700 to erase me." Franklin frowned. "You misunderstand." "Do I?" I leaned forward. "You've insulted my clothes, my job, my life. You called me a burden. Let's talk truth." I pulled a black platinum credit card from my tote, dropping it on the table. "This is my corporate card, unlimited limit. I'm regional director of a multinational, earning $40,000 a month for 20 years. $12 million gross. I oversee 5 countries, 10,000 employees, billion-dollar contracts." Silence. Marcus dropped his fork. Simone gasped. Veronica froze. Franklin stammered. "Impossible." "Why?" I asked. "Because I live simply. Because I don't flaunt wealth. I pretended to be poor tonight to see your true selves. And I saw disdain, pity, control." Veronica sputtered. "You lied, and you humiliated me," I shot back. "You offered alms to vanish me, thinking I'm nothing. But I built my wealth from nothing, secretary to director, alone, raising Marcus. You just spend." I pushed the card to Veronica. "Pay the 800 bill, a gift from a broke mother." Her hand trembled. Picking it up, fear in her eyes. Veronica stared at the card, her arrogance shattered. "I don't need your money," she whispered. "And I didn't need your pity," I replied. "Yet you gave it all night." Franklin slammed the table. "This is disrespectful." "Respect?" I laughed coldly. "Where was yours when you called me a burden? When you offered $700 to erase me?" Simone sobbed. "I'm sorry. I didn't know." "You knew," I said softly. "You knew their cruelty, stayed silent. That's your choice." Marcus grabbed my hand. "Mom, why didn't you tell me?" "Because you didn't need to know," I said. "I wanted you to value effort, not money." Veronica stood, furious. "You deceived us. You exposed yourselves." I countered. "Money doesn't buy class, empathy, or dignity. You have none." Franklin's card was declined. Twice. He stormed out, calling his bank. Veronica murmured, "This never happens." I pulled a transparent Centurion card. $5,000 annual fee, invite only. "This will work," I said, handing it to the waiter. He returned. "Settled, Ms. Sterling." Veronica's face was ash. I stood, toad in hand. "Thanks for showing me who you are. You saved me time." I walked out, Marcus beside me. The Chicago night was cool, lights reflecting off the river. "Mom, are you okay?" he asked. "Better than ever," I said. I needed to know their truth. He sighed. "I'm sorry. I didn't know." "You weren't meant to," I said. "I hid my wealth to raise you right, but tonight you saw their values. Control, not love." A cab pulled up. "Why pretend?" Marcus asked. "To protect you," I said. "To see if Simone's family deserved you. They don't." I got in, leaving him to face Simone, knowing he'd need to set boundaries. Sunday morning. I sat by my window, coffee in hand, watching Chicago wake. Marcus called, voice heavy. "Mom, last night was intense." Simone and I talked for hours. Her parents were humiliated. Cards declined. Accounts frozen. I told them their behavior was shameful. Simone had confronted them, calling their cruelty unacceptable. Veronica lashed out, calling her ungrateful. Franklin threatened to disinherit her. Simone stood firm. Marcus said, "We set boundaries. No control, no money talk, or we're done." I smiled. "That's growth, son." 3 days later, Simone visited my apartment. No makeup, simple jeans. "I'm sorry," she said, voice raw. "My parents grew up poor, obsessed with money as survival." I stayed silent, trained to obey. "You showed me another way. Dignity, not wealth." I nodded. "You can break their cycle, Simone. Choose empathy, not control." She teared up. "Teach me." "Live honestly," I said. "Question your choices. Value people, not price tags." She hugged me, a real hug, no masks. Weeks later, I founded Sterling Hearts, a charity for single mothers, helping 150 plus women find dignity. My story, shared on True Lives podcast, got 1.5 million downloads, sparking talks on elder respect. Veronica and Franklin faded, their wealth irrelevant. Marcus and Simone grew closer, setting boundaries. I stayed in my apartment, living simply, free. Wealth isn't money, it's peace, love, truth. I'm Alara Sterling, and I'm richer than ever. Life Solver's lesson. Life Solver, we share stories of truth and triumph. Alara's secret exposed a family's cruelty, reclaiming her dignity. Ever faced judgment for less? Share your city and story below. Like, subscribe, and support with a super thanks. Check out 2 new stories on screen and explore more on Life Solver. See you next time.